Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. What's
One,
up?
two,
What's up?
mic
What's
check.
up?
Yo,
We're
yo.
here at the New Yorker Network, episode 012. I got my brother. Here, DJ RBI in the spot.
Yo, what's happening? What's going on?
Shout out my brother DJ RBI for being here. Thank you, my brother. It's a
Yo,
pleasure having you here. I haven't seen you in a minute, so it's really good seeing you right now. Shout out to everybody. During this time and this period, I know it's a tough time, but we here. We here giving you shows, being live, and I'm here giving you content as much as possible. So we here. I'm here with my brother DJ RBI.
Yo. What's going on, Nick the Quick?
So let's get started with your story, bro.
Let's go.
How long you been DJing for?
What's going on, everybody? My name is DJ RBI. I've been DJing since I've been 14. 24 now, so roughly about 10 years, I would say.
So that was what, 2010?
Roughly, yeah, around that period. It pretty much started with like my brother and stuff. I was in my other crib and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Yo, you ever thought about DJing, or like you should try DJing?" In my head, I didn't really know what it was, but in a way, it was like he brought a new idea that I was like worth kind of trying to figure it out, or like kind of wonder more about it.
Was there something that came about though? Like, what was it? Like, yeah, it was just
Well,
like
a little background story would be that he's a producer, so he would be more doing beats, or like he would always be cooking up beats while I would be just either playing video games or there with him or watching him cook up beats.
right.
Either that or like my sister playing music while she's cleaning, or like my mom while she's cleaning. Like there will always be music in the crib, pretty much.
Right. So your brother was a producer and all that, right? So he's like, yo, you want to be a DJ and stuff like that. Like, so what started it? Like, did you like you got a computer? Was it with what?
He had like a
records and stuff
desktop.
like that?
He had like a desktop at that time, and he had all the music there and stuff, and then I was right away like searching, all right, what's a DJ?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I found out about virtual DJ. I'm pretty sure every DJ started with
Yeah.
virtual DJ and shit.
Majority of
So I came about with that, and then I seen that, and then at that point too, I was really young. Like I said, I was 14, so at that point I didn't know much, and I was a big student. So I found myself, I used to watch a lot of like this is back when LMP, La Maximum Productions, had like their radio station, and like their radio shows really popping and stuff.
right.
I used to watch a lot of those live streams as young, like, and I used to watch a lot of the DJs. Yeah, so
What DJs inspired you when you was young? Like, which ones? Like, I know we all got our certain DJs, we look up to and stuff like that.
well, like I said, at that point when I was watching the LMP and stuff, there was a DJ T-Rock, DJ Flow, was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Santana, I liked him because of his mixes and how he used to cook up a variety of different mixes.
Right.
Those would be it. Like, kind of pretty much it would be anybody. Like, whoever was playing, I didn't really know much about it. So, like I said, I was really young, so it was all new to me.
Mm-hmm.
And just it was something of like where I'm like, man, I want to learn more about this. So I was just learning, watching what they was doing, listening about, then realizing and knowing about intros and
So
remixes and stuff like that.
when you was coming up, right, was there anybody that actually helped you, or was it all just like self-learn? Like, you was just learning on the go?
A lot of it was self-learn, and like once again me researching. At one point too, also my brother actually he paid for me to. It was like a Scratch DJ Academy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a real like beginners course. It was a real beginners course where it was just like intro to DJing, so intro with with turntables and stuff like that, and just real natural 101 mixing.
Yeah.
And I was young at that time. Like,
And this was
14, 15 as well.
And
16.
this was where?
It was in Manhattan. It was really far. I live in the Bronx. I was born and raised in the Bronx, so
Right.
it was pretty much a little long commute. But once again, I wanted to like learn more about the craft, so it was something. It gave me something to do.
And how long did you go to that school for?
I can't tell you an exact timetable, but I'm pretty sure it was like like 6 to 8 weeks, pretty much. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was a couple weeks. It was every week and stuff.
So as you came out of that school, right, did you feel confident in yourself, or was it just like you still like?
I'm gonna be honest, like I felt very intimidated because I was also one of the younger guys in the room too.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely intimidated, and I definitely had fear in there. Like I wasn't really too outspoken as well when I was younger.
Right.
So I didn't really, ask questions. I didn't really try to network. I didn't really try to inquire more. I was a little bit shy and like kept it more to myself kind of thing.
Yeah. So as we go a little along the line, let's take it to your first party. Like when it came to your first party, how did you feel? Like there was a certain reaction you had in yourself. Like, did you feel some type of way? Like, were you nervous or?
So for me, the first parties was definitely like family parties. That's where it began. In terms of experience with other people, DJing in front of people, like whether it was Thanksgiving, whether it was a family's, first birthday or whatever birthday or whatever the occasion is within the family or a barbecue, whatever it'll be. It was dope. It was definitely once again nervous. I was mad nervous. Like, just I didn't. It was nervous and fear of like making a mistake kind of thing, and like a lot of people kind of like, looking at you or like trying to make sure that you're not making a mistake or playing a song that they want to hear,
right?
Or people consistently saying, "Oh, play this," but then what if you don't have it? So it's like, you kind of learn that. But the experience itself, like it was definitely dope. And that was definitely what made me want to continue to do more. Like I enjoy making other people like, have a good time kind of thing.
Yeah, just seeing people enjoy they're just enjoying themselves during the party, having a good time. It's like it's good for us DJs to get a reaction of people. That's what we used to just talking about this earlier, because it's a little hard for us right now during Corona and all that stuff where we doing IG lives and example Twitch right now, where we don't really get like reactions off of people. So it's, we grew up on that type of thing. So we going a little along the line, right? So now it's like you're going through parties and stuff like that. When was your first club party? You remember that? Or
yeah, I definitely remember that one. The first club party, I was like 16. It was 620 Lounge. It was like borderline by the Yonkers.
Damn, who put you on to that?
Will, he's still doing parties now and shit. Crazy from La Famille. He kind of put me on.
Principe?
Yeah, Will
shout out Principe. You already know he got his wines and liquor and shit, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. He put me on through a friend, which the friend was my brother's friend, Alan. So it was pretty much connected through pretty much. They once again have fear, like, nah, this guy's young, like he probably don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna fuck up. That's was probably going through their minds. Me, I was like, yo, I'm trying to rock this party. I'm trying to show y'all what's up. Like, I'm trying to show you that I could do this. And at that point too, actually, I didn't even really. I think I did have a laptop, but the setup was like real mediocre compared to how I have my setup now.
Right.
It was with like a Newmark iDJ2, I believe it was called.
That's
something
a little
like that.
small,
real
joint.
small,
Yeah, small
and
joint.
I had my external hard drive, and like I would see it on the little screen. So it was dope. It was nerve wracking for sure. But it was dope experience. Like after that, I'm like, damn, I want to keep doing this more. Like, it was dope. It was fun. I got money. Like, on to the next one kind of thing. Like, let's keep it moving.
That's fire. I mean, I feel like it's a really important time in a DJ's life where like you'll never forget those first couple parties you did and stuff like that, and like, cause I don't know, just the way you experience that is an experience you'll never forget, bro. So that's good that majority of the time, a lot of people, when I ask them, they still remember. The majority of times, there's a lot of DJs, they've been DJing for a while, they don't remember and stuff like that. So that's why I always bring the question up and stuff like that. So you was in college, you went to college, right?
Yeah, I went to SUNY Newport 2014, and I graduated 2018.
So now that you in college and stuff like that, I know you went on tour during college and stuff like that. Yeah, you went on tour a lot of the times in college. How was that balancing school, especially in college? Because you take a lot of classes in college and stuff like that. You was full time, right? Full time.
Yeah, full time student.
And you wasn't playing sport. You was playing sports in it.
Nah, no.
But I seen you was part of what's the?
I was definitely involved on campus. Whether that was through my fraternity or other non-fraternal organizations. I was definitely, trying to just have a big presence or like, continue to up my network or continue to meet people or put people in a different space or rooms together. Like, I enjoy that too, putting people together, or getting people together. Like I love that.
So how'd that play a part in your life? Because like I said, you're taking on a lot of schoolwork, and then I seen you going on tour a couple times. You're going to different colleges and stuff like that, and it must be, it's tiring at times. But
Nah, for sure.
how was that experience for you?
Nah, to this day, I always tell myself like, yo, I don't even know how I graduated. Like all blessings, and like that's a testament of hard work and like persevering and stuff like that. Like, it was tough, yo, like, cause it was like I felt like I was kind of living a double life kind of thing, where it was like I want to definitely DJ way more than the actual schoolwork.
Yeah.
But I was also enjoying the time in school because it was doing other qualities. I was gaining other skills besides the actual DJing and whatnot.
Yeah.
For example, I feel like my communication skills got better, my social skills got better.
Right.
As I mentioned, like I was a bit much more antisocial when I was a teenager, so I felt like through college I broke a lot of my shell.
Yeah.
Like, I broke out that shell.
It gained you more confidence in your life and stuff.
Like just and meeting diverse, because Newport was such a diverse it was a small school but a lot of diverse students. So just being in a diverse community, like seeing people with different cultures, like you had to make sure you had good relationship, but not kind of burn bridges pretty much.
Yeah. So now you like I said, you were in a frat, right? What was the name of the frat you was in?
Lambda Upsilon Lambda Fraternity Incorporated.
And so how did that play a part with you DJing and stuff like that? Like, I'm going to college right now. I don't really know about the frat and stuff. I heard a lot of stories about them, but I ain't never really known about it.
So in terms of DJing, it definitely helped a lot while I was in college predominantly. Because that's when I think, in time of my life where I focused, or there was a heavy focus on the frat life. But for me, like I was able to just, go to different schools. So that's why I went to Binghamton. I went to Cortland. I went to Oswego. I went to Tampa, Florida. Like, wherever there was brothers at, I pretty much, at that time too, that's when I was kind of much doing the day party. So there was some recognition to my name. So they were kind of, saying like, yo, who's this guy? I had the mixtapes out. I had mixes going out. So, I was doing my thing, and they was like, yo, like pretty much supporting me. And then I was willing to go travel and stuff. So they were like, yo, come through, like, let's go, like, rock out. So it was a big sense of me though, like trying to secure that too. So for me, I'll say like I learned like throughout the touring and my experience with that, I learned a lot of like management skills, like time management skills, or being this, organizing my calendar, then making sure I got a flyer set out to market the tour, making sure that I lock these dates ahead of time, like before the semester begins and stuff. Like, so I'll be reaching out to those brothers beforehand, like, or even if I seen them in a function before the semester, like let's say the summer or the winter break, I kind of throw it in the ear, like, yo, so when I'm going out there, like, you sneak those kind of questions in, and you could work something out of that.
And I feel like when you was in college, I feel like that was a real prime time for you.
Yeah.
Like you was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in Japan. I was living in Japan. I was in the Navy, but I knew Mark, and like I barely knew you. I knew Locotron a little bit at the time too. But I had seen y'all making moves. I was watching everything. Like I would see everything going on still in the city, because every time I came back, I wanted to get back into that. I wanted to, do the DJing back in the city and all that. And then, so I was keeping my eye on everything that was going on, and I seen a lot of the flyers. It was an RBI, RBI. I'm like, damn, who's this RBI kid? So when I met you, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I see how he is. I see he's a hard worker. He's a person that he wants to. He's about his craft. So I respect that about you. You feel me? If I never told you, I respect you about that. So and that you going to college, and even after you like graduated during your college time, that definitely I felt like that definitely helped improve. Like even when everybody would go on breaks and stuff like that, you would come back to the city, and like you would be playing in the city like on Fantastic and all that stuff. Like you was rocking, you had crowds in there. Like how was that feeling? Like,
nah, it was a dope feeling, like, getting different crowds together. Now, it was like you merging a little bit of the college community with, the urban community back home, like, the Bronx or Upper Manhattan or Harlem or Brooklyn or Queens, So merging those type of communities together, like that was dope. You know, and me, like I said, it was all about the good vibes too, like, you know, good vibes, and making sure when if I were to do an event, like, you know, or curate an event with my boys or my team, like, you know, we had to make sure that it was dealt with a purpose, or like, you know, time, you know, the event had weeks ahead of a promotion. You know, we have, you know, the top DJs at the time, like, you know, figuring out who we booking, like, you know, what deals we trying to get, like what we gonna offer, what incentive we gonna give people, like, because that's the thing, like, I feel like when you do an event, you need to make sure that there's a purpose, or you need to give people a lot of different reasons to go, like,
Right,
because
right.
there's so many different options. So why
Yeah.
you need to make sure that people don't have no options and know, I'm going to this party because all my friends is going there, like, or I heard they all going there, so I need to be there because
Yeah.
I'm not trying to miss out what they gonna, you know,
Facts,
do or
facts.
experience. You feel me?
Yeah, and then like I said, I would see that. I would see that in ya, constantly. Like it was, you know, it was a RBI. It was Mark. Mark was heavy into the college crowds and all that too. And then when you was going on tour, right? Like how many colleges would you like DJ at? Because it was a whole bunch. Like I would see like a whole
It would
bunch
be
in the
like it would be like, I was trying to range at least like 6 to 8, or at least keep it 6. Or like, you know, if let's say I'll do Albany, like, you know, at least try to see if I could go twice in a semester, you know, like try to squeeze in, you know, whatever I could squeeze pretty much at that point. Cause you know, all the other schools too, every other school had, you know, other people doing events too. So it was a matter of timing too. That was also a big thing in terms of, like, let's say in my school we're hosting something, but then in, let's say, in Albany they doing another big event, but it's in the same weekend. So there were a lot of conflicts of time too.
Yeah.
That also, you know, resulted in lack of opportunities to do another event, you know. But long story short, like I said, you know, I locked in whatever I could have locked in pretty much, and like, yeah.
And there was a time and period where I think it was one of the college, but I think it was you. You had DJ'd for A Boogie early in his career, right? I think it was you.
Yeah, I DJ'd in Space. It was Spacey Bees, I think it was called. Yeah, through Nate Sketchy. Pretty much it was through that. Like at that point, it was like he was like, "Yo, I know you got a good college crowd or college group. What's up? Like, you know, try to bring me those people, etc." And I'm like, "Whoa, like." I know A Boogie's dope right now. It was like 2016. That's when he came out.
Yeah,
you know,
that was like
blew
his
up.
first mixtape type of thing.
So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a fan, and I know my friends is fans. So I'm like, definitely. That was definitely a dope experience. Like I said, nerve wracking, but once I was there and once I was rocking a couple minutes, like the nerves started to go away, and you know, it was fun. Like I didn't want to get offset. Like, yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
So has there been a time where you like just question yourself and you've been like, yo, should I keep on doing this? Or like, you know, have you ever doubted yourself while you was like,
While DJing, or you saying outside of DJing?
well, like during DJing, like anytime in your DJ career type.
But why I'm saying while I'm actually DJing, or you saying like outside, like not I'm like
Not
these are
not in
thoughts?
life, not in
Okay,
life.
okay,
I'm
okay.
just talking about thoughts as a DJ. You feel me?
I would say no, but I think the biggest thing throughout my career has been probably, like, you know, the consistency aspect, you know, staying consistent. I think that's one thing that's been like a big journey throughout my career. Like, you know,
Right.
I will have some years where I'm a little bit more consistent, then some years I'm not. Like, you know, there's less mixes being posted now, or like at that point, like, you know, it's a little bit of stuff like that. But one thing I like, I'll never quit. I love music. Like, if I have to be involved with music, do something with music, or doing something with culture, because at the end of the day, music is culture. So I never had thoughts of quitting. It would be a little discouraging, of course, when you see, like, you know, a lot of more people becoming DJs, or you seeing people DJing but not taking the craft seriously, or, you know, trying to do it for wrong reasons. So that does get discouraging, but I never had the thought of like, yo, I'm gonna quit, or like, nah, this ain't for me, because I felt like, you know, I invested money, time, and like I said, at this point it's something that I feel like it's something that's engraved in me, kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that. and as we talking about mixes, bro, you had a couple you had a good amount of mixes on SoundCloud that's been like rocking for a good minute. Let's talk about those. I know you did a mixtape with Locotron called the Movie Boy. It was the Movie Boys,
Yeah,
right?
Movie
Something like
Boys.
that, right?
That was one of my favorite. Actually, that time when we did that, like I spent a lot of hours in his house that time. Like
Mm.
I'm talking about, we barely even ate that day. Like we was just working. Like it was definitely dope. And I tell him like anytime, like I will always work with him, like because that time when we was doing that mixtape, like it was genuine and it was good vibes. Like I didn't want to leave till when we was done, because I wanted to make sure that the project got finished, and it was definitely finished and elite. And like at that time, like I said, we was both rocking, and it was like me and my mans, we both rocking. We had a good, still great relationship to this day, and it's like, why not? Let's collab. Like at the end of the day, like we both young, and we both coming up at the same time too. So it's like let's do it. Let's work.
Right. And then I feel like that's definitely another like stage that I feel like definitely at that time there weren't really too much DJs they were dedicating time to their mixes, but I feel like the way y'all put it out, it was like, damn, like this is it right here. Like
we make sure that it was like everything was, every song was dope. Like every song is playable. There's not a tape where you skipping songs or you skimming through the tape. Nah, there's a tape that you listen throughout, like from start to end. So it was something that was well, like I said, it was well planned and well organized and well executed, I think.
So with coronavirus now, right, bro? I know it's been difficult for all of us. You feel me? Is there something else you got, like you working on the side and stuff like that now and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy how all life works. So right when the pandemic actually started, I started working corporately too. I work for Univision, as a sales coordinator. It's something, like I said, it's crazy how life works, because not hypothetically, but just the way that it works now is like there's no clubs open now, or since March. The parties haven't really been a thing since March, so it's like that market changed. So it was like, had I not gotten this job, I wonder how things would have been now. Financially, I would say at least. So that's what has helped me. It's helped me been financially stable, kind of thing. But aside from that, pretty much what I'm enjoying the experience and my journey with that too. And I think being that is in within media, it still has, once again, substance with my DJ craft at the end of the day. Because it's all involving media, so
yeah. But you've been doing the lives and stuff like during that time and all that. How was that been like, just helping you out during this time? And
yeah, like for me personally, like the lives is a good time. We had this conversation a little bit earlier off the camera stuff, but I was just telling you about how, like, I feel like, yeah, like definitely when you're on live is 100% much more different experience of you're rocking a party in person, because you're not emotionally feeling these people enjoying themselves, or let's say I'm playing a song, and they really like it. You will see people bobbing to it or dancing, really nice to it or really ecstatic about it. So, when you see that, you get a better feeling. So when you don't physically get that feeling, it's different. It's much more different. But the lives do, it keep me working. It keep me on my 10 toes. It gives me room to see, how my fans still, show support and still rock with me and still fuck with me. Is a way for me to continue my brand. And like I said, me personally, when I go on live, I enjoy it. I look for it as a way to pretty much, be productive with my time.
right. So now we thinking about, moving forward and stuff now. Like, is there any goals you got set for yourself in the next couple of years and all that?
Yeah, I mean, coming into this next year, I got this project. I have my boy AP, baby AP. He in here with me. Shout out AP in here. We trying to work on this podcast and stuff. Trying to really get that out the ground. That's one of my biggest goal going into next year, 2021. Something that I've been wanting to do, and him and I spoke about it. And other people in the team spoke about it. As a matter of timing, and I feel like with this timing and where we at now, it's all like kind of molding much more better than it did. So it's seeming like perfect opportunity, arising. So it's just right now, once again, my experience working corporately, like it's just, what experience or what skills or what connections am I gonna get here that I'm gonna use to obtain to my brand and this DJ career,
Yeah, I feel like right now is definitely one of the most important times that it's like you either take the opportunity or you don't, and you're gonna lose out on it. Because right now, Corona is definitely is devastating right now anywhere in the world. But we have like sort of the upper advantage because we still got jobs. Like definitely you still got jobs. Certain people still got jobs and stuff like that. They're making things happen right now. So blessings to that. And like there isn't a lot of people right now with jobs and stuff like that. So it's definitely a blessing to have a job right now,
for sure,
and even be able to make opportunities like that happen. And I definitely think that you can make that happen. You and Baby AP can make it happen. I have faith in both of y'all. You feel me? I feel like definitely y'all can move forward with this and make things happen. You feel me? I don't know. It's just it's a lot of things that's going on right now in Corona that a lot of people don't know about, and it's like all these things that like people don't know makes everybody scared and all that. And moving forward, they're like, well, damn, we got a virus that's killing millions of people. Can I even go outside? Like people still scared. They're living in their cribs, like they're not going nowhere. I feel like everybody right now should definitely take the time, reevaluate their lives and actually see what's the next step. Like, and I respect that. I respect that y'all thinking ahead of time. I definitely feel like a lot of people should definitely think ahead of time, and that's good. That's good to have that, especially moving into this new year. 2021 can go anywhere, bro, for anybody. And I definitely think that if you have a goal, if you have something to look forward to, it keeps you positive. Moving. It keeps you positive. It keeps you moving. So I respect that. I respect that about both of y'all.
Good looking.
Bro, and just now, you still working on mixes and stuff like that? You got any mixes coming soon? Or?
Yeah, so pretty much all my live stream sets, they get recorded. I'll probably be rolling those out shortly. Definitely plan on doing more mixes, doing different new stuff with music. I'll definitely be promoting that when that comes around. I don't want to say it now before I don't want to talk about something and then it doesn't happen. It don't happen. So those projects that I got lined up, know that it's gonna definitely come. Like I said, I'm always working, even if you don't see it. Because one thing about me, I don't really like that's what I'm saying. The older I got, like I'm not gonna be posting on social media like irrelevant stuff or stuff about my personal life because, once again, I want to use my social media on more of to continue my brand, and push my brand. And it's like, you got to move professionally and move smart. You can't, you just can't move. You can't move.
Yeah, you got to move accordingly and stuff. Yeah, like so, you feel me? So, again, bro, I want to thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, it's definitely a pleasure. If anybody knows, I worked with RBI. We've been doing the same parties for a good minute and all that stuff. Definitely, for the moment I met you, it's been good vibes, bro. We've been definitely, talking, keeping in contact and all that. So, again, I appreciate you. I understand. I was supposed to have him not too long ago.
Like a month ago, I think we had
things happened, But
thankfully we're here, though, man.
We're here now. We was able to make the opportunity happen. So I appreciate you for coming in, my brother. We're about to have him rock out for about an hour. RBI live. We're about to go live on his IG too.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna talk a little bit here. You could go ahead and set up.
I can plug my socials real quick.
Yeah. You go ahead.
I'm DJ RBI on Instagram.
At DJ RBI on Instagram again. At DJ RBI. The thing. The stats on baseball. DJ RBI. So,
Let's go.
you know, today marks a special day. Well, it's not a special day, but it's a really important day. It's just a remembrance, you know. Rest in peace. Our DJ brother James Paul passed away today in 2016. You know, unfortunately, we lost a great DJ brother. Shout out Fern, who I told him I'll give him a shout out today. You know, Jinx Paul, he used to play on 97.9. He used to be on LMP. You know, real good guy. I didn't really know him a lot, but you know, a lot of people told me stories about him and everything. So, you know, today is a little remembrance of Jinx Paul. Again, just wanted to let y'all know. Definitely just gave in all our toys. Just gave in all our toys from our toy drive. You know, lady from the shelter had hit me up and told me, you know, I'm glad to see that there's people still in the world like you, and you know that actually made my day. So, you know, I don't really get messages like that. So, you know, that really hit me, and you know, had me thinking about stuff. So, definitely moving forward, we definitely thinking about doing a couple more things like that. I want to appreciate everybody who's tuned in right now, and we about to rock out. We about to have a good time. I'm still collecting my bottle caps, getting ready soon to send this out, and you already know, DJ RBI live